Hello and welcome back to Mark's House and Garden UK. Have a look at this enormous holly hedge here. And now have a look at this little film which I've done for you, which I will play in fast forward. And hopefully this will give you an idea of my direction of travel, what I want to try and achieve with this holly hedge. And you can see the basic outline of the holly hedge as it is now, which is approximately 12 foot tall at its tallest. And you can see what I want to achieve, which is to bring it down to a hedge around about 4 foot. And if possible, if I can find some nice chunky stems in there, make some topiarized lollipops from the center of that hedge. Now this is a big job and I'm not going to rush it. It's probably going to take me at least 2 days for a couple of reasons. At this time of year, January, the days are short. And I've got a really bad cold, so I'm going to go easy on myself. Sometimes I throw myself at jobs. But this hedge is not only 12 foot tall, it's also about 10 foot wide. And I want to bring it down to about 3 foot wide, a metre. So it's got to lose a lot of width and a lot of height. And at the same time, I'm going to be looking out for those chunky stems up the middle that I can make into lollipops. Now, I think it would be a pretty dull and boring video if I just did it all and filmed it all and showed it to you. So I'm not going to do that, but you are going to see the results in this video. I'm hoping to make something quite bland and boring into something quite interesting and potentially beautiful. And what have I got to lose? I want to bring the hedge down anyway, and it might be that I end up with some nice topiary. Now just look at this. This just gives you an idea of how out of hand this hedge has got. I'm going to cut it right back, all the way back here. So when I've cut it, you will be able to see me when I was stood there, because I'm taking a metre off this side and about 2 metres off the height. And we'll give you some little snippets of me doing the job, but ultimately it's about the end result. So I'll get on with the job and then I will film the end result. Now I think this is going to be one of those jobs that looks worse before it starts to look better, but this is holly. It will grow back from the smallest stump. So I can afford to be really aggressive and assertive with this. And I can cut that right down here. Point to note, I'm doing this in the winter when it's not bird nesting season. But I imagine that will look pretty bare when I've finished over the next few days. On the other side of there, you will see there is an asbestos garage. Now, ultimately, I'll be removing that garage, and that will become my parking area. So every day when I drive in to the drive, I'll enjoy this lollipop topiarized hedge. Let me get on with the job, drop in a few little snippets in fast forward with some music, and then in about 1 minute, you'll see the end result and whether this idea has been successful or not. Well, I've been hacking away for a couple of hours now and it doesn't feel like I'm getting very far, but I'm very encouraged because in here, in the heart of this hedge, are some pretty lovely looking upright, straight branches. So if I keep bringing this down to expose more of that trunk and then cut it off up there, we'll have apical dominance at the top, which will encourage it to bush out into a ball at the top. And I will keep the trunk and the top of the hedge pruned. So that's given me motivation to carry on now up the rest of this hedge. Now that I've broken into the hedge using my mini loppers, I've decided to have a try with my new electric hedge trimmer. Now this will go up to 15mm, so it should cope with this and it should make the job a lot easier. Now when you cut in a hedge like this, ideally you want a sort of a pyramid shape so that the light can get to the foliage. So I'm going to try and angle it in a little bit, out at the bottom, in at the top, so that the light can get in. And don't forget, I'll be chopping the top off and that will come off when I lop the uprights on the centre of the hedge. And these uprights here, the ones I'm not going to keep for lollipops, I will be chopping off with my electric chainsaw, which you'll see in a moment. Now this is a long handled pole chainsaw, and you can see why it's called that. And it's great because you can reach up and you can reach in, and this is the perfect tool for getting in there and taking the spare upright. So I'm going to take two out and I'm going to leave the third one. I'm going to be very, very careful not to damage the one that I want to keep for a lollipop. Right, safety goggles as usual. The nice thing about this is you're working at arm's length, so it's difficult to do yourself an injury anyway. But let's get cutting. And there are two here which I'll take out, and we'll lose quite a bit of the height and a lot of the volume, and more light will suddenly appear in this hedge. Now predominantly I've been using my mini loppers, but I have had on hand my ratchet loppers, which are better for these slightly thicker branches, so I can get in there and I can ratchet onto these slightly thicker branches using these, and out it comes. Hello, welcome back, and you can see I've made some progress. It's been very difficult, very slow going. We're in the middle of a named storm, Storm Changra. I've had a really bad cold. I've now got a chest infection, but we are making some progress. As you can see, we're about halfway along the hedge, and I have revealed some candidates here for lollipops. And so now I will just continue along. I've made a hole here, and that's revealed that there's another good trunk inside there, which will be another lollipop. I've got more lollipops than I need, so I can afford to waste one of them. Probably this smaller one here, because I've got a good one there. And in about 12 months' time, when the top has grown back onto this lower portion and the lollipops are starting to form balls, it's going to start looking good. Anyway, I'm going to get on with the job. I'll see you in a moment. I'm now on day 5, and I've had what can only be described as a really difficult week. I've had a terrible chest infection, and the weather has been appalling. But just look at what I've achieved in small bite-sized chunks. Now, you might think this looks a bit of a mess, and I wouldn't disagree with you, but I now have a low hedge, and I have 3 very stout, sturdy uprights, which will eventually become lollipops. I've now made another decision about this hedge. It's too wide. So I have put a string along here. You probably can't see it, but there is a string along there. I want the growth to come from the centre and up. And I'm a bit concerned that if I don't cut into any of this across the top, it'll remain bare across the top. So I'm going to take a dramatic decision, and I'm going to cut along this string and down to make it quite a narrow hedge. So I hope you can see the string here. It's about a foot away from this trunk, which means removing another 18 inches from that side of it, and the hedge will look completely bare of leaves. But we're in January, February, March. In March, that will all green up again, and I'll have a lovely, manageable, narrow, short hedge with 3 lollipops. That's the idea. You'll see me in a moment when the job's finished. And so here we are, 1 week after I started, and the job is finished. I will fade in and out some pictures of before and after. The storm has gone, the wind has gone, the sun is out, and the hedge is gone. Much shorter hedge here, which within 3 months, every single one of these little branches will sprout new little green holly leaves. And as a bonus, I have 1, 2, and 3 really chunky trunks here, which will grow lollipops at the top. I'm going to walk around the back. Now, I did say to you when I started that there was a garage behind this hedge and that you would see it, and there it is. That garage is going to be removed. It's asbestos, so I will be doing a video on how to remove an asbestos garage. This whole corner of my garden eventually is going to be where I park my cars. I am converting the garage in the other corner of the garden, so I want to drive in here and have a diagonal path across the lawn over to the garage. I have quite a lot of tidying up to do. I have many hedge trimmings all over the lawn, but I also have many ideas for them, and one of the first things I'm going to do is build a dead hedge for nature. That is like a willow hurdle, 2 of, parallel, and all the cuttings will go in between and they will rot down, and that will be great for the ecosystem and biodiversity in my garden. I'm really happy with this. I just can't wait for it to grow and become green again, and I will be able to manage this from ground level with my shears and my loppers without having to go up a ladder. Now, I hope you've enjoyed watching this, and of course I will update you in the description box below this video with another video when this is green again. But whilst I've got your attention, could I ask you please to consider having a look at my new club? It's through my website, Mark's House and Garden UK Club. We have a monthly newsletter and a monthly prize draw where we give away all the things that companies send to me to review. So please do have a look at that. It's only £1 a month. And that's it for now. I shall leave it there and have a look in the description box for details of the club and also any future videos I do on what I've done with the cuttings from these hedges. Bye for now.